I am Hannah. I don't know for you guys, but maybe some of you watched an Italian kids show Pet Pals. Yeah, I know you never heard of it, but at least I did. Now I will tell you one of the most scariest things I've ever seen. I was on eBay scrolling in the DVD category to find a movie, or any kind of DVD, until a Pet Pals DVD caught my eye. Pet Pals is my favorite childhood show, so I decided to buy it. I looked at the price, and it is really cheap, so I added it to cart. 2 days later, my package was here. I was so excited that I ran outside to pick it up. After that I ran back into my house. I opened the box and I finally took out the DVD, and with it I also got plushies of Piccolo, Mago, Moby and Holly. I cooked noodles and sat down on the sofa and looked at the DVD. I looked at the cover box. It looked weird. On the cover was Leo the snow leopard with something in his mouth that looked like flesh, with pale fur and blood on it, and Piccolo Mago laying on the ground dead in the pool of blood in front of him. Pet Pal's title was written with black marker in a sloppy way, like it was written by a little kid, and on the top right corner was written, "Don't watch." I ignored it and pretend the message is not there. I took out the disc and put it in my DVD player. The main menu appeared, and the odd thing about it is the background picture. The picture in the background was black with Leo chasing after Piccolo Mago, like a cat chasing a mouse, but I shrugged it off thinking they were just running out of ideas for the background picture. There were options like play all, episode selection, languages, bonus features and die. What is die for? I clicked on it and all of a sudden Leo, the snow leopard jump scare plays. He roared at me and jumped right in my face, which scared the crap out of me. That's not what I expected, I said to myself, then shrugged it off, still thinking they just wanted to add animations to the menu. I then clicked episode selection, and there were all episodes from season 1 to 5. I selected 5, and I can choose any episode from season 5. I was going through the episodes until the last one caught my eye. It's called EP9, Deleted Scene. I was confused. They never showed deleted scenes from episodes, and I was curious about it. So I clicked on the EP9 deleted scene, and the show started. Pet Pal's theme song played, but it was off-key and distorted. The theme song ended, and the title reads, Leo Snack What the? The episode is originally titled The Snow Star, but this deleted scene version, that's not how it's called. The episode starts with Holly, Moby Diva, Top Hat, Pio, Nameless, and Piccolo Mago walking in the forest, and talking about the next mission they need to do. They stop for a moment to look at the map, and then they continue walking. I hugged my plushies of Piccolo Mago, Moby and Holly and started eating my noodles. The scene then cuts to static for 2 minutes, and then cuts to Holly, Moby, Diva, Top Hat, Pio, Nameless, and Piccolo Mago meeting Leo the snow leopard. That was pretty late in the episode. Leo then imprisons them in a cage, and I remember Leo leaving them there imprisoned in the original episode. But in this deleted scene version, that's not what happened. This is when things got scary. Leo then comes back, looks at Piccolo Mago, then closes his eyes. He kept his eyes closed for a minute, and after he opened his eyes again, he didn't have his normal blue eyes. He had creepy cat-like eyes, and they looked hyper-realistic. He also had an insane carnivore smile on his face. Leo then came closer to Piccolo Mago, and said, "You will be great for lunch." In a demonic voice, Piccolo Mago begged for mercy as Leo opened the cage, and pulled him by the tail, but Piccolo Mago was holding on the bar of the cage. His hands suddenly slip from the bar, and Leo continues pulling him by the tail. Piccolo Mago started crying softly. But his cry didn't sound like cartoon crying. It sounded like an actual person crying, like if his voice actor Manuel Melli was upset. Leo then turns Piccolo Mago around with his torso facing him. He then pulls out his claws, and said, "It's lunchtime," in a demonic voice as Piccolo Mago covered his face while crying. Leo reached into his stomach, and then cuts Piccolo Mago's stomach open with hyper-realistic blood splattering everywhere. Leo started to feast on Piccolo Mago's body, and starts eating his organs as Piccolo Mago screams in agony and cries in pain. My jaw drooped in horror and I started to throw up on the floor because of that what I'm seeing right now. The sound of Leo chewing, tearing, devouring flesh was sickening. Holly, Moby, Diva, Top Hat, Pio, Nameless all gasped in horror and started crying hysterically. Leo then rips off Piccolo Mago's nose. This time Piccolo Mago's scream sounded like Tom from Tom and Jerry. The scene then cuts to black, and Piccolo Mago is heard squealing like a mouse as Leo's chewing and devouring is heard in the background. After that it cuts to Piccolo Mago laying dead in a pool of blood. His eyes were gouged out, his tail was cut off, his nose was ripped off, his stomach was torn open, blood and guts were all over the place. I can't believe that my favorite character got killed by a snow leopard, and why would such a fun kids show take such a dark turn? A funeral was being held for Piccolo Mago, and the episode ends with Holly, Moby, Diva, Top Hat, Pio and Nameless standing in front of Piccolo Mago's tombstone and crying in the cemetery. The screen faded to black, and Holly appeared on screen and said,
"If you are watching this, report it right now before it's too late."
Then the credits rolled with airy piano music. I was still sitting down, speechless. I immediately contacted Gruppo Alcuni about the Pet Pals deleted scene from Season 5 Episode 9 and Hey said they don't know anything. They suggested me to send a message to Sergio Manfio and Francesco Manfio. I sent them the message and they haven't replied since. The next day they replied with a message. "Dear Hannah, we deeply apologize for unwanted and inappropriate content on our beloved and successful kids series Pet Pals. The reason why the episode turned out like this is because our former worker Alberto Giovanni that we fired 4 years ago broke inside our headquarters and turned our beloved kids series into a horror. So we are again apologizing for unwanted content. We feel very sorry for you. We will send you some Pet Pals merch to make you feel better. Yours truly, Sergio Manfio and Francesco Manfio." The next day I was feeling a little better. My packages arrived, and I got a large Piccolo Mago plush, a Pet Pals coloring book, Piccolo Mago t-shirt and Pet Pals Season 5 poster. They really know who is my favorite character is, I said to myself. And so I started playing with my large Piccolo Mago plush, and tried to forget about the DVD I just saw day before yesterday.